Okay, today there was walking. um, and it's sort of a precursor to what's going to happen on Monday. And that's an event all in and of itself. I'll try to make a video out of it, but I don't know how interesting that's going to be. But I think we're ready for it. And at the very least, if worse comes to worse, we try to catch the bus. But I don't know. Long Beach's buses are kind of inconsistent. I think they're better than they were back in like the 2000s and definitely, back in like 1998, for example. But that aside, tried to jump in and sort of fine tune some things in the um, virtual spaces. And a lot of that was just basically figuring out what gets hidden when and what becomes visible. And then which source? No, which scene gets the filter that dictates the visibility of those things. Because it's not just when is the live webcam going on or when is the digital VTuber cam, visible, but it's also when are those visible while one of the effects are happening. So like the side to side scanner or the top down scanner are happening. And the day just sort of became really sort of a Tetris puzzle sort of thing where it was like, well, it has to happen this way in this scene, or maybe it would be better if these filters were in a different scene sort of situation. Okay, so at this particular juncture, um, I have a slight problem. So after all of the changes to the filters and all this other stuff, I'm left with the conundrum of is this okay or is this not the effect that I want? So when the freeze frames and the scans happen, is it funnier in context of whatever's happening all over here, or is it just funnier as to what state you've caught me in, type of a thing? So here's what I'm talking about, right? So when I hit freeze frame, or when the command for freeze frame happens, base cams will turn off and then freeze frame occurs and it's full screen. So that's kind of my problem. The other thing too is that it's not it's not visible to the stream or whatever, so maybe this isn't acceptable. But this large image is what's going to be sent to my Discord so that I can then take that and post it up on Twitter or Blue Sky or wherever. But if this isn't the effect that I'm thinking of, then how do I fix that? Because I can't I can't mirror I can't put these I can't put the same filters that I've moved from cams to silly things back onto cams, because then we'd have a double up, right? So we've moved the filters from cams to silly things, right? But if I move it back down to cams, then the filters will happen on cams and then they'll be magnified on silly things, right? So if I'm in this little box here on silly things, if I do the same thing to cams, this box right here is going to go from like here to maybe like here or something. Let me see. So it's going to go from perspective here to like here or something. And I have no idea where the move to where the move selections are going to go. Like that's like uh So this is going to take some like spreadsheet type tinfoil hat cork board with like twine spider webbing type of planning to work out. So that's kind of as far as I got today. And this is as much as I was able to record without the dogs barking for more than 30 minutes. So, um, yeah. Also, just to kind of ease access so I don't have to constantly go back to streamer.bot, I've made a hotkey to just go from live cam to digital cam. And I don't know if that's the size that I want it to be. I don't have the facial tracking going on yet. But I've decided that that's going to happen on this via Meowface because this is an Android and ARKit works traditionally on iPhone and only iPhone. So cool. And the live webcam is located specifically onto the webcam. So cool. I have unfettered camage. Because otherwise, the webcam can't decide whether or not it wants to be used by OBS or if it wants to be used by the VTubing software. Unlike microphones, which apparently these electronics don't give a crap who uses it at what time. Like I've got it set up to OBS, and then obviously the mouth is being triggered also by the same microphone, so it doesn't matter. But the camera, it does care. It does matter. But there are software developers out there that do have that in mind and they care. So thank you, Suvidril. All right, that's enough rambling for today. That's what I've tried to accomplish today, and it didn't really work, but I did make some progress as to where the filters exist, I think. It's all digital Tetris. It's all digital Tetris.